pagkatapos nito, yung debating group nyo naman yung pupunta dito.
Okay, start na.
Yun na.
Okay. O, listen yung timer. Nagsimula na, ha?
Spotting, etc. is still actively practiced around the world, especially in the Philippines. It is regarded by the elderly as an effective way in disciplining and punishing children when they are pushing their parents or guardians to the limit. But recent polls and studies are contradicting the use of physical force in punishing children for their wrongdoing. And it is expressed by our group that physical force is a very efficient way to discipline them, as a part of the process of producing future leaders and followers with a strong sense of what is right and wrong, good morals and good character for them, to teach to the future generations. I myself grew up in a family which aimed and achieved to produce well-mannered and humanely moral children, to expose to the outside world, a place where they will learn and develop themselves to be the future foundation of the world. So parents say, if you were spanked as a child, you know that it only hurts during that instant. It's better than throwing hurting words that could affect the total emotional quotient of your child. If talking to the child for the second or third time won't do, then a little spanking helps. As it says, Proverbs 13:24, he that spares the rod spoils his child. Disciplining a child involves talking to her and letting her know when she's misbehaving too much. You spank her so she'll learn and avoid doing things that might hurt or harm her. Physical abuse is excessive authority to hurt physically. The goal of spanking is to symbolize and demand respect in order to build a good character guided by Christian principles. Based on a 25-year study on spanking by Robert Lazzarale, PhD, non-abusive spanking or giving 1 or 2 smacks on the hand is safe and effective for kids aged 2 to 6, given that it is used to support milder forms of discipline like timeout and reasoning. Spanking only works if parents do so calmly and with a clear explanation. Kids can see the difference between reasoned spanking and angry spanking, adds Dr. who is at University of Nebraska Medical Center in Omaha. Spanking is effective in the child that the child will stop the misdeed right away out of fear or pain, says Dr. Bautista. According to Dr. Phil, mothers who combine milder discipline tactics like reasoning with negative consequences such as spanking had the most success in changing negative behaviors. Therefore, our group is trying to express that physical force is a very effective way in punishing or disciplining children. It's a justifiable method in punishing children.
Mr. Speaker, how did you say that physical force is an effective way of disciplining a child?
Basing on the 25 years, on the result of the 25-year study, that spanking, or which is an example, a very good example of physical force, is a very effective way. Light spanking, which is part of the physical force, because there's a great difference between physical force and physical abuse. So light spanking is under the roof of physical force. It works if parents do so calmly with a clear explanation.
Mr. Speaker, do you know that when you spank a child, you then mean and belittle his whole being?
No, not really, because if you were spanked as a child, you know that it only hurts during that instant. It's better than throwing hurting words, which could really hurt the child's whole emotional quotient, which could affect his whole life.
Well, you discourage him by doing that thing.
Not really, because spanking isn't that hurtful.
Ladies and gentlemen, judges, and my fellow speakers and classmates that are here today, good morning. We are all here today to discuss and debate the title is Physical Force, a Justifiable Method of Punishing Children. What is punishment? Is it the outcome of wrongdoings or merely a way of displaying of power? Parents often tell us they hit us because they love us. But is it really necessary? Hitting a helpless child while they cry for mercy? I call it abuse. It's not love or punishment, it is abuse. A child is a child no matter what you do to it. A kid is a kid no matter what you say. Hitting is an act of presenting strength you have over the young ones that don't. And I think using the power over small children is not the act of love. It is the act of abuse.
Teka lang, meron kasi binigay talagang topic sa kanila. Ano yung topic na binigay ninyo sa kanila? Hindi yan eh. Hindi
Yung
nire-phrase mo kasi, kaya nalilito ang mga judges, nire-phrase mo kasi yung proposition. Meron talagang binigay na exact words talaga.
What is physical force a justifiable method of punishing children?
Oh, yan.
Extra ba yung physical force dun sa, kasi pwede yung maging physical abuse.
Kaya nga, kung ano yung binigay na topic sa kanila, yun sana nilagay mo dyan sa proposition.
Yung tanong very big yan eh.
Akala ko kasi yan, then yung pala, wait. Uy, siya pala, discipline ko nila as a whole. Oo, at may bigay ito sa whole. Ayan.
Binigay na topic sa kanila. Ano talaga yung binigay yung topic sa kanila? Huwag yung i-rephrase sa kanila. Hindi pa tuloy ang ano.
Ulit ba, Carla? Ha? Continue. Again, repeat.
From the top.
Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow speakers and classmates, they are here today. Good morning. We are all here today to discuss and debate about the title, Is Physical Force a Justifiable Method of Punishing Children? What is punishment? Is it the outcome of wrongdoings or merely a way for displaying of power? Parents often tell us they hit us because they love us. But is it really necessary? Hitting a helpless child while crying for mercy? A child is a child no matter what they do. A kid is a kid no matter what you say. Hitting is an act of representing strength you have over the ones that don't. And I think using the power over small children is not the act of love. Sa tingin nyo ba, ang marahas na pagdidisiplina sa mga kabataan ay ang tamang daan? Pwede nyo naman silang kausapin ng masinsinan, hindi karahasan. Violence is not ended by non-violence. Tama na. Hindi mo matatama ang isang mali ng isa pang kamalian. That's all. Thank you.
According to your speech, you said that violence is not ended by non-violence.
Yes.
Not ended by non-violence. So
Not ended by violence.
you said it's not ended by non-violence. That's not true. Clarify that we are protecting the